We're working on the fuel cell, so we got a lot of steel down here to mount the fuel cell, and the race car is ready for the fuel cell to go into it. Will's about to DA the fuel cell, but if we go out here, look what it is! This is a total mess. The fuel cell is completely rusted on the inside. We bought it used, so that's kind of a mess, but we're gonna clean it out. Oh, hi.
Different doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that you're special.
Has that been cut?
You're one of a kind.
One of a kind.
So, we're out of money. So what better way to make some than putting all of the stock parts on Facebook Marketplace and hopefully getting rid of them pretty quick.
Buy our shit. So we got the fuel cell painted and cleaned up from all the rust. There's the other piece there. There's the plastic piece. We painted that as well just to clean it up a little bit.
Different doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that you're special.
Getting the fuel cell mounted.
You're one of a kind.
Making some angle for it to slide in on, like rails on both sides, and then we're gonna have some angle pieces mounting into these holes, and then we're gonna do some vertical straps coming down, and then we'll weld into those. And then on the front and the back, we'll just do some angle iron pieces welded into the floor that'll keep it from sliding forward and backwards.
Well, I guess this doesn't matter now, but
He put his rock up my first
So Hayden's center punching and drilling all the holes in the angle iron.
oh, I'm drilling them too.
Yeah, you are.
Anything bad.
Hey, sit. Sit.
It just means that you're special. You're one of a kind.
You didn't see anything.
That's it for the mounts. For now, we're gonna add some angle pieces in here to index the tank forward and backwards, but these, just hold it from the side and then the tank bolts into the top of these. It's quite nice. So all the skid plates for the car are here. These are from Schrockworks. We got every skid that they make except for their gas tank skid, because we don't need a gas tank skid, but we're gonna start painting them up. Starting with the Right now we're putting some blinkers on our bumper just so it's street legal. Marking up the holes and everything and our spacing on both sides. And then these are gonna go just like that. So this is kind of funny. Doing a racer mod here, we're plastic dipping the mirrors black, being that they looked absolutely horrendous before. Our mirrors actually looked very much so like this whole A-pillar. So we want to make it look nice since it won't get wrapped right away. So we're putting a little bit of plastic dip on both of them so that we can pull it off really easily when we're done. Yeah. So one of the next big projects we have to do is we have to make rock sliders for the 4Runner. So we're gonna do something really simple. We're just gonna do a single tube that goes just underneath the doors, and then 3 posts go into the frame. That way, if they ever get banged up or anything, they're easy to replace. And we can always build off of them if we want to. We can make them beefier. But this will be really lightweight, strong, and all we need is to keep it from bashing in the rocker panel. So super simple. But yeah, we're gonna start on that. Got some steel over here. We're gonna build these out of 1 3/4 steel tube, and then we might do some plating on them so it's super smooth underneath, and then the truck slides on them really nice, but we're not really sure yet. So I'm gonna start working on these. I'm just gonna cut the lengths and lay them out and see if we like them, and then go from there. So here's kind of the idea on these. It's really simple, but it'll be plenty for what we want to do, and it keeps everything really nice and tight. You don't really notice it. We'll have to do some more work. We'll have to trim the rocker panel a little bit to make everything nice and tight, and we'll see if we want to stick them out a little further or not. I'm thinking we might want to, just to get a little bit more protection on our doors and stuff. Like maybe if we bring them out to like here, almost, so it's kind of just like a little more nerfy. But another thing it'll be really helpful for is if we ever get T-boned, that in conjunction with our door bar, which is further in, so that'll take the impact, and then if that fails, which it shouldn't, the door bars are the next thing of protection from the occupants. So just cut all the frame posts for all the sliders, and now I get to notch each one on one side to go on each tube. Yay! So yesterday, as you guys saw, we made some great progress on some rock sliders down yonder. Today, I'm capping them, so I'll show you here. These little guys, let me make sure it's not, that one's smoking hot. Let me grab this one. These guys. So I kind of did these beveled edges on the back. I have it kind of beveled into the truck. Not beveled, I don't know, sloped in to the truck. So this one is the driver's side, so it's backwards right now. And then this is the bottom on the front. So when you come off of a rock on your front tire, it kind of eases onto the rock sliders, and then just for some style, it kind of kicks into the truck on the back. So yeah. So here's the rock sliders welded on. We still need to do some more welding on the frame side, but overall, really simple setup. Did like a slight bevel on the front so that if it comes onto a rock, it won't catch it. Pretty simple. And then on the back, I wanted to change it up a little bit. I could have done the same thing as I did on the front, but instead I kind of actually kicked it in. So struggling to focus here, but yeah, it kind of kicks in. I don't know, just something to give it some style. They don't stick out very far. It looks like they're not straight to the vehicle, but it's kind of just how this vehicle is. But basically the tube sticks out just a little bit past the rocker, so they're not going to be keeping us off our doors or anything, but as far as coming down on stuff, they'll be fine. So once we get into like some like rock trails and stuff like that later in the year or early next year, we might do like a kick out just for some more protection to cover up the doors a little bit, but still be able to open them. So yeah. So I had a chance to come work on the race car today. Worked on some cage gusset plates. I guess like filler plates. They go in between our A-pillar and the A-pillar on the actual truck. So let me actually grab this one. That one's really hot still. But as you can see, it's a really simple piece. It took me a while to get everything cut out, but basically, if I can do this with one hand, it sits down in just like that, and it braces our cage to our body. That way if we ever tip her over or whatever, it'll help support these. Our A pillars, we'll probably do one on the B pillar as well. It's pretty common. And then we'll also do some bracing from our cage to our roof. And that's mostly just because the roof is pretty weak. Like I can move it with my hand pretty easily, this whole piece. And I don't really want our cage to rattle on our body, because that would just drive me crazy. Granted, I probably won't be able to hear it, but this is step one for those. And then we were gonna have all of our gussets cut out with a Waterjet or a laser, but we're kind of just to a point where we don't want to wait anymore. So I'll probably start cutting out our corner gussets for our cage, do the main B pillar, do our windshield. We're gonna do gussets in the bottom corner, top corner, maybe do the centers, I don't know, and then do some on the B pillar, and then we'll probably do something simple in here. As you saw, we did a cutout in there in the, I believe, the last episode. So yeah, I'm gonna keep working on these. I'll probably tack these ones in next, and then go from there. So out at King Hammers this year, we met up with Factor 55. We talked to Justin, and he talked us into getting one of their fair leads, as well as this awesome piece of equipment, which is their Ultra hook. This thing is a freaking beast. Really, really awesome winch hook. This thing has all kinds of different ways you can hook it up to tow your vehicle out, including just like a normal hook. It's got a mount you can put a hole you can put a shackle on, or also a soft shackle. This thing is pretty beastly. We're stoked to get it on the car, along with this fair lead. So I'm going to be pulling off what we have up front right now and mounting these up real quick. Got both of those mounted up. They look freaking awesome. It's a lot tighter to the truck than what was on there. Not by much, but enough to where it's better than it was. But that'll be freaking sweet. I like the color too. It's like a nice gray. Looks good with the front end of the truck. Got these finished up. They're really nothing special at all. They're just some plates that tie in the roll cage to the body. Did both sides. Did a pretty simple layout on these. I did 2-inch welds in 3 spots on it. This is a 16-inch piece, so weld, 8 inches weld, 8 inches weld. And I did the same thing on the inside. On some of these I did the top, like up here I did the top. Here I did the top, and then down here I couldn't get the welder in there, so I did the inside down in there. So but those will be nice. Those will brace our A-pillars. It'll also help with the body rattling on the cage a little bit. We'll probably do some up top, and then I want to fill this in here. We'll get some like thin material and cover that all in so it looks nice and clean. But that'll be for another day. Yeah, progress. So one of the things that we had to get for the race car was a muffler, since we removed a decent bit of the exhaust. It's basically dumping out right after the Y pipes right now, but I picked up a Total Flow muffler. It's really, really simple. This thing was literally 20 bucks on Amazon, and then a really simple turn down pipe. This was also 20 bucks, so in total this was $40. Maybe like 50 with shipping and everything, but I'm gonna get this welded up. I'm gonna weld the turn down onto here, and then from there weld that to the existing exhaust on the truck for now, and then we'll see what it sounds like. Hopefully good and not like crap. But we need a spark arrestor for racing. That way we're not starting fires, which I don't think this motor would throw much sparks without a muffler and cat and everything. It's still got the resonators on the headers. Eventually we want to do Doug Thorley's, but as you can see, hopefully, there's that resonator that's on there still now, and then it's dumping right after that. So there's not a whole lot. But hopefully this muffler gives it a little bit more of a throaty sound, and it's not terrible. So I got everything prepped, sanded both of the weld surfaces, and then since these are actually the same diameter, I messed up. I should have got a smaller diameter turn down. I don't want to make it any shorter, so otherwise I could cut it here, and this piece would actually probably slide into this one. But this side slides into or around the existing exhaust. So I want to keep that because it's going to be a nice tight fit, and that weld's going to be harder. So this one's going to be a butt weld, but I don't think it'll be a problem. To keep everything aligned while I tack weld it, I just put some gaff tape on both sides, and then I'll tack it, and then I'll pull the tape off, and then we can slowly work our way around and do the full weld. I've never welded exhaust, so well, I have once. It didn't turn out that great, but it was while I was still learning. So I'm going to take my time and try and make this look nice and work well. But yeah, it's ready to weld, and then we'll put it in the car. So I think it'll be pretty fun to, I'm gonna start it and we'll listen to what it sounds like before I put the muffler on, and then we'll start it and do it after.